Hello everyone and welcome to episode 5 of my body recomposition series. I hope you're all doing well. Today we're going to be doing things a little bit differently to what we used to on this channel, as today is not a daily vlog. Basically what I've done is I've recorded stuff throughout the week, and today I'm going to go through everything that I've recorded and just tell you how I got on this week in general. So we're going to go through different sections in this video. We're going to start off with the diet, and then we're going to go on to my running, and then on to my weight training, and then we're going to finish off with any extras that I have. So if you're looking forward to seeing how I've done this week, make sure you drop the video a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And before we go into them categories, we're going to go through my weigh-in and my physique update as we do every week. So I'm going to put the weigh-in on the screen for you now. I weighed in today at 90.05 kilos, but as you'll see on the scale just about now, I came in at 90.25 kilos. And that's because I found out the reason. It's because I was holding my phone. So those of you that have seen last week's video as well, I said the same thing, that I was like 0.2 kilos heavier on the video than I was off the video. It's because I was holding my phone. It was so obvious the whole time and I just didn't even realise it. So now I'm going to show you the physique update on the screen so you can see how I'm getting on in terms of my physique. And I feel like, in my opinion, my physique is looking slightly bigger. And it's hard to see some real definition in there because obviously I'm bulking at the minute, so you can't really see the muscles clearly because there is a fair bit of body fat still on my body. However, like I say, I think I'm looking bigger. I think the muscles are building, and I've noticed from my scale as well that my muscle mass has gone up as well as my body fat. So obviously it's expected that if you are gaining weight, you are going to put on a bit of body fat as well. But what I'm really focused on is how much muscle mass I'm putting on, and currently I've put on a fair bit. The scale that I'm using, it definitely doesn't track my stats accurately, but I'm basically just using it to see whether things are going up and down, and the right things seem to be going up, so I'm happy with that. Alright everyone, so here I am back again, and we're going to go straight into my diet. I didn't record everything, but I tried to just record what I can, and I'm going to try and do this style of video a little bit more with these episodes of my body recomposition series. So if you do like this style, make sure you let me know in the comments. I really appreciate that. So we'll go on to the food that I've been eating for this week. As you can see on the screen, first meal I'm showing you is a pasta meatballs dish. Now, I was going to be making this for me, my dad and my mum, and then my mum came home and she wasn't having it. So me and my dad ended up having about 150 grams of pasta each and half a pack of meatballs. So obviously that's great for the bulk, but that was a big portion of pasta. Now, as you can see, I had eggs and oats. Now, this is a classic, and as some people may say, this is all I eat. You know who you are. But you can't really go wrong with this meal. It's got a lot of whole foods in there, a lot of good foods, plenty of protein. It's got everything you need for a breakfast. So now on screen, you will see the turkey burgers that I had last week, which you should have seen in the last episode of this series. If you haven't watched it, make sure you go back and watch it. So these are really nice. I ended up not having like the bacon and the egg and all that in the burger because it just made it a little bit too much. So I ended up just stripping down the burger and only having the sauce and the burger and the cheese in there. But it was really good. Then you'll be able to see on the screen now, my mum made one of the nicest spag bowls we've had in a while. On Saturday night this was, and some garlic bread, which I ultimately messed up thinking I could pull it off, and ended up just breaking it, so that was great, but still tasted really nice. That was one of the highlights of the diets this week. Now we're going to these pancakes I made on Sunday morning. I tried some 0-calorie syrup for the first time. I'm still not sure what I think about it. Like, I don't know if I'm a big fan, but of course it stops me from having unnecessary sugars, which is always good. But the pancakes were okay. And then the last thing I'm going to show you in terms of the diet is the burgers that I'm having this week. And yeah, I know I just said about the turkey burgers, about not wanting the bacon and the egg and that on them, but it just seems to work with these burgers, and these were so good. I got the recipe on YouTube, so I won't try and pull it off as my own, but yeah, they were really nice. Okay, so now we're going to go on to the running, and this week has been a little bit hit and miss for the runs. I ended up taking a break on Tuesday because I've been having some problems with my calves and my shins. I guess you could say I've had shin splints, and so for that reason I gave it a rest. And this week I'm actually having a rest from running altogether because I feel like I really do need to give my calves and my shins that time to heal. So I'm going to put the runs on the screen for you now so you can see the two that I did do this week. And there's a very big contrast between them. So on Thursday's run, it was the 4x400 meters that you'll be able to see on the left of the screen. And to be honest with you, this wasn't great. My sprints were a little bit slow for 400 meters. I won't put the splits on the screen because they weren't the best anyway. But this run just didn't feel very good. I actually went down to my local lake and it was completely flooded over. I thought I could run round. I ended up just messing up my shoes. So it was a bit of an unsuccessful day, but I still managed to get the run done, and that's the main thing. It just wasn't the best. As for the Saturday's run, the long run that you can see on the right of the screen, that was really good. That was a really successful run. Actually one of the best runs that I've ever clocked in. So as you can see by the pace, it was at 5 minutes 26 per kilometre, and I never really am able to run my long distance runs at that pace. So this was quite a breakthrough for me, both physically and mentally, being able to keep that pace up for that period of time. But it felt really good just to get it done, especially. But around 2 to 3 kilometers, I was feeling very tired, and I had to keep up that mental drive to just keep myself going, and I did manage it, and I was really proud of myself when I finished. But at the same time, I was absolutely knackered. So there was no workouts on Saturday at all after that, even though I normally try and get one in. And speaking of workouts, that is the next thing we're going to go on to, my weight training. So this week, in terms of the workouts, I didn't get much recorded. The only problem for me is that when I do record, it means that I can't listen to music because I record on my phone. So of course I'm playing my music out on my phone as well. So if I choose to record something, it means that I've got no music to, I guess you could say, motivate me, but you don't really need motivation in workouts. But anyway, I'm going to show you what I did record. I'm going to switch over now. I'm going to have a little break from me talking. I'm going to show you some highlights from the push session that I did. So you can enjoy that now, and I'll come back and discuss it after you've seen it. So this push session just seemed to tick all of the boxes. It was a really good session. As you would have seen, I did dips and I did a set of 10, which is officially a New Year's resolution for me to try and get 10 dips, and I've already beat it, so that's always good to see. A nice and easy resolution to beat, but I still need to try and do 10 pull-ups, which I'll show you those in a minute, but they're not going too well. As for the bench press, I managed a rep PR of 12 on the weight that I have on the bar. There's currently 25 kilos each side, and I'm not sure how much the bar weighs, but I think it's either 10 or 15. It's not a full 20 kilo bar, so it's not the heaviest of weights, but the amount of reps that I managed to get out of it was quite successful, so I was happy with that. And then with these workouts, I always seem to lose clothes. You would have seen, I think with the flies, I took the jumper off, and then with the side raises, I just took the t-shirt off as well. I tend to just get hot as I'm doing the workout, and especially with a push session, I feel like I look a lot bigger when I've got the pump. So I like to have a look at that. towards the end of the workout to see how I'm progressing. Now I'm going to show you the max chin-ups and the max pull-ups that I did on the screen, and to be honest with you, it wasn't very successful whatsoever. The chin-ups I managed a whopping 4 reps, which is just, it's not good. I need to work on them. I think I need to put a bit more focus into my back, to be honest. And then as for the pull-ups, I literally got 1 rep. I wasn't feeling it this day. I think this was Saturday's workout. So after the run that I did, which was obviously like one of the best runs I've done, one of the best runs I've clocked in of all time. Yeah, this workout just wasn't the one. I went in there with a headache already, but I thought I'd just try and get it done, and yeah, my strength just wasn't there. I feel like I took too much out of myself from the run that I did before that, so I ended up quitting that workout halfway through because I just had too much of a headache to carry on. That is a risk that you do run with going on runs before you do your workouts, especially those longer ones. You do risk sort of burning yourself out and then not being able to perform in the gym after, but you just need to think about your priorities. Obviously for me right now, as I'm going to be running a half marathon in September, if you do want to donate to the cause, there is a link in the description, so make sure you go down there and take a look. But my focus for the minute is the marathon training, so I would rather get in a really good run than a workout, but I am trying to balance the two. Still trying to work out the best way to do that. So we're going to finish off with the little bonus section, the extras that I have to tell you. So this is just random things that have happened this week that I either thought were funny or just a little bit interesting. I thought I'd like to share with you. So first things first, those are my PS4 gamers out there who have got the new COD will know that the new zombies on there is a little bit weird. I'm going to show you a clip now of what I found when I was playing this new zombie map. I think this was on Friday actually. What the actual fuck am I watching? What is this? What is that? I'm so confused right now. Alright bro. Yeah, as you see, I think the creators of Call of Duty Zombies just tried to be a bit funny. They decided to put the coffin dance in the Pack-a-Punch room. Zombies, it was a very weird experience. Like, to be honest, the whole game was just a bit strange. I didn't really understand much of it. I guess because it's a new game, I don't really know where all the guns are and I don't really know the maps that well. But yeah, I tried it and I did the 20 rounds. Those of you that play Call of Duty will know how it works, but there's like a 20 round game mode that you can play where you just have to survive the 20 rounds. And to be honest, it was all a little bit confusing. I'm going to play it again and see if I can get to grips with it, but yeah, it was just a bit weird for now. Second thing, it's got to be mentioned, it snowed. It snowed in the UK for the first time in God knows how long. So I'm going to put the video on the screen now of what I recorded. And this is what I officially thought was going to be the most snow we'd get. Like, I thought, oh look, it's snowing. I can actually see the snow. There's a bit of snow on the ground. Little did I know, an hour later, I went out and recorded this. This is what the snow is looking like at our end. As you can see, I've already been out here. There's just something about the snow that just gives you that good feeling, you know. Would have been nice if this happened like at Christmas, but at least it came at some point this year. Yeah, so as you can see, it snowed a hell of a lot, and I ended up making a massive snowman that I couldn't even build myself. I rolled up 2 balls and I went to pick up the second one to put it onto the first to make like the body, and I couldn't lift it. I had to get my dad to come out and help me. I'm going to put a picture on the screen now of the snowman that I made. Those of you that have me on Facebook would have seen this photo already, but I thought I'd post it on YouTube as well, just so you can see. And thirdly, I finished my book. I'm going to show you it right now. I finished Not a Life Coach by James Smith. It's a really good book, and I actually put a little review on my Instagram, so if you do want to follow me on there and see what I had to say about it, the link is of course in the description. I'm just going to get the next book that I'm going to read now so I can show you what my plan is in terms of my reading. So I'm going to be reading this, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. I've been recommended this by a few people, one of them being Lopo Fit or Lawrence Powell, who does have a YouTube channel. I shouted him out on my Instagram anyway, you'll be able to check him out from there. But this book just seems like quite a good one. It's another sort of lifestyle mindset approach kind of books by the looks of things, so I'm interested to read that. I'm going to try and read the whole thing within a week, so we'll see how that goes. I think I need to read about 30 pages a day to get it done, and I think I can do that. So next things next, I tried Bruce Lee's workout today. Bruce Lee's got this little thing on the internet that I found. I was inspired by a guy called Will Tennyson who tried his workout and diet, but I thought I'd just give his workout a go because I fancy doing something a little bit different. And it was mental. Like the forearm pump that I got from it, something that I haven't experienced before. My forearms were just pumped out of their mind. He does this thing called infinity reps with his forearm work. So basically what he means by that is he just keeps going until he physically can't anymore. So he's doing these things like forearm curls. So you just kind of do that, or forearm circles, I think they're called, with weights, of course. And you literally just go until you can't go anymore. And it was a really good workout. I definitely recommend it. And finally, I got a new sport watch thing. I won't say the brand because they're not going to sponsor me, so I'm not going to give any sort of free promos or anything, but I got a watch and I also got some earpods. You can find them on Amazon. I'm sure you'll be able to recognise what they are, but they seem to be working alright for now. I've used the earpods a fair bit and they're quite good in terms of bass and quality, especially for the price. I mean, you're looking at paying like 20% of what you'd pay for a pair of Apple earpods, so in terms of the price, they're actually really good. And then the watch as well, I haven't had any problems with it. It fits nice, it tracks your sleep, and you can do this thing. I don't know if I'll be able to show you on the video, but if I scroll across, there you go, you can kind of see all of the stuff, track my sleep. Obviously you can track my heart rate as well. And can even tell me the weather, which is ideal. But yeah, you can, I don't know if you can see that because I keep getting light reflecting, but it says take a break. So I tried that out. You can choose to either do 1 or 2 minutes, and it's kind of like a breathing practice, and it is quite relaxing. I found it to be quite a good thing to try out. But now that I'm losing my voice, I think we're coming to the end of the video, so I'm going to leave it there. That was this week. Let me know what you thought of the video. I'm going to try and get better at these style of videos because talking for a long time in front of the camera is not my strongest trait, but I'm going to keep trying it and trying to keep getting better every week. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next video, everyone. Take care. I want to say maybe Friday's workout. Oh no, I'm going to play it again and see if I can get them. I'm going to play it again and see if I can get to the for fuck's sake. It was really like